Is it there now? All right, all right. For some reason, my mic wasn't picking up. All right. So I just wanted to, because I think these past couple weeks, I've missed some things. And how do I, anyway, this is an update, right? And a part of it's going to be a life update, and a part of it's going to be game update. So I'll get the life update out of the way. So the next few weeks, I realized I'm not going to have them done by the 8th. Clearly, it's the 5th. And only one guy is partially there. And that's just what happens sometimes. Stuff happened, things came up, yada yada. If nothing changes in my schedule, the next couple of weeks, I have a good few days off. That was this week, next week, and I believe the week after. After that week, though, I think my shift is going to start getting more busy because pros and cons. The position I have right now is pretty much like a part-time position, but they're saying someone who's full-time is moving down to part-time. If that goes through and she officially does that, they asked me if I wanted the full-time position. I'm not going to lie, I said yes. So I need to get as much of the art done as possible. And I'm struggling. Now, there's only 4 boys. There's only 4 boys. I need to get them done. I didn't even really need to do the whole full body, but I did anyway. Because I didn't know what kind of art I'd want to make down the line. So I figured I'd just make the full body. And I foolishly forgot that I had chosen, and I'm going to show them to you, so I need to get set up. So hold on. I wish I could, but I'm not going to do it that way. So that's not what I want. That one. All right. And I'm going to pop this up real quick. And do we just want new? We can just do new for right now. Okie dokie. It will create. All right. And I'm going to paste that in. I'm also going to go back. So silly me forgot. Let me screen cap this one. That I saved these. I have a Pinterest board for like each character to have a general idea of what I want. So going back to here. That's why when I finished him, it just hit me. I'm like, didn't you save like color palettes for this dude? I saved color palettes for all of them. So this is going in the trash. I like the about look, I just need to fix the colors, right? So I think we'll go with this one on him. I saved both of them because I just wasn't sure what direction I wanted him to go in. But I realized a lot of the colors, I had found this color palette for like colors primarily used in, what's the word? Oh my gosh. Art Nouveau. That's what it was. That's like loosely what the other art, I think I had shown you some of, if not all, the border work I had done. And it was also, it was initially inspired by Art Nouveau, and I just springboard from there. So I think it does make more sense to have this one, because the colors, because you can actually see over here, this was the initial color palette, and I added a bit more. But this was the initial color palette, and it matches up in here. So I think this one on him would look better. So I'm going to get rid of the second one. This is cute. And I thought he was going to be a bit of a cuter character. I know I wanted him to look younger than the others, just to have some difference. You're probably wondering, why does he look this way? Well, it being Weird Cool Dream Core, I didn't really want the guys to look normal. So his inspiration, because of his area, His inspiration is one of those like statues that have moss growing on them. That's where the inspiration for him comes from. I want to move those around. So what I want to do, we're going to open, and I'm going to open all the, do I just need that? Nope, wrong button. That's the right button. I'm going to open all the critter versions of everything, and we're going to fix the colors because decisions were made, and decisions were made poorly. So the question is, though, what should be what color? If we're going with this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What if we just worked up? Because what does that give me? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 5. The thing is, at some point I turned something off that should not have been turned off, and it did not get done. My cat is trying to get my attention, and I don't know, what is it? Yeah, this guy. It was supposed to be what looked like wings, because not only was he inspired by like mossy statues, but I looked at insects that were good for the garden, and I came across white flies, and they're very basic looking. They have like a yellow head. I think it's a little hard to tell. I think it's yellow antennas as well, with these like nice soft wings that were this white wings. So I wanted to give him something like that as like a cloak, and that's what this is. So that's what he has going on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically 6 with the hat. But I think whatever color I put on this, I could also put on the hat. So I just need to decide who's what color. And I'm going to turn these off because I was messing around with colors to see what I wanted. But I'm not going to use those. We're just going to fix the initial stuff. So this is what we're going to try on the hat and the tassel. I just refer to it as a tassel. Alright, so if I just lock, wrong button, lock that, fill that in, I think I might keep that color. I might. And then the hat, which, this one, we lock it. Boop. That's very bright. But you don't have anything on you. Does it just look that way? I think so. Baby. Sorry, my cat is trying to get my attention. What is it, little lady? What is it? Are you trying to get up on my chair? Let me see if that's what she wants. Come here. I got you. You're all right. You want up here? Is that it? Are you about to get down? You okay? Oh, I'm trying to see what she wants to do. Are we sitting? Or are you getting down, bothering me while I'm trying to get something accomplished? Oh, careful. You're gonna have to go down the side. Is it too high? I don't think that's what she wants. Do you want help getting down? What is it? Here you go. You got it? Alright. Careful. Well then, what do you want? You ate? I can't put my legs up right now for you to sit in my lap. Is that what you're bothering me for? Alright. Maybe that's what she's bothering me for. I'm going to do save as, and we're going to save over, because I know I don't want to keep them at all. Yes. And there you go, you're messing with me again. The silly little lady. Hopefully we can fix tassel. Honey, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to ignore you right now. You just happen to come at a poor time. So we're gonna bring in the new tassel. And we're gonna overwrite. The hat's its own thing, so I need to bring that in separately. The hat's not in clothing, it's in accessories for one reason or another. Which I kinda get, I kinda don't. Oh, so I'm gonna have to fix that color. That's alright, we can fix that. Alright, it's so bright. And I had to fix this, so I think I need to lock it. And if I just to make it darker, maybe like a little orange. All right. Yeah, that does that. So I'm gonna have to do it around here. All right, then I have to do it on top. For some reason, and I think I showed this in something else. Oh, that's what. Like the back here. When you do it here, it gives us this weird edge glow, so you have to go over it here. Like directly on it. I'm not really sure what that's all about, but it just does. Let me make sure everything is green. I just completely forgot that I just drew the shading on the thing, but it was an easy enough fix. So that's a lot more fun. All right, let me out. Interesting how that doesn't ask me to like override anything. It just does it. All right, so we can go back in here. All right, so that's the yellow. So this wasn't done because somehow for some reason I turned it off, forgot about it, and it did not get finished. So hopefully this goes together. And I guess it's the shirt. I feel like this is such a heavy color. This makes sense for the bottom. I don't know if I want that orange to be this color. I think that because it's there, but it's not so in the way. So I think, okay, let me find the shirt. Let me make sure I copied it. Boop. Shirt. Lock it. My nose itches, hold on. Oh, that's an annoying itch. Alright. And that's just that on top. And I'm wondering for consistency, if any detail I put on, if I should try this brown out. So I'm gonna try it. I don't know. It might be a bad idea. So let's do a save as. And save it as a PNG. The shirt. Alright. Okie doke. So that's something I should be concerned about. Is it? Hold on. No, that would have been over here. I guess not. Alright. So import the shirt. It's very bright. I guess we could try the other color. Just to make sure I don't hate it. I'm debating. Maybe it should be maybe it should be that one at the bottom. Because it just feels so bright. I can't get myself to commit to it. Oh, sorry. Goop. Save as. PNG. Just making sure. Okay. Oh, silly me. Yes. Alright, would I rather it be this layer? Import? Oh, I did not change that. It's so bright. Shot. And it was this one. Shot. Save again. And that was, yeah, import. Neither one of them feel right. It could just be me. Let me try something. So the next color would be this. Should I try that on the shot? I may have just gotten used to looking at him and dull the colors. Okay. I guess this. Problem is I know this has extra detail on it. Oopsie. The buttons and stuff. So I can't just like fill it in. Can I? Wait, who's on this? Oh, the shading. Oh, why did I put that all on the same layer? So what, the shading here? Why did I put that all on the same layer? Why did I do that? I guess I don't know. I'll leave it right now. It's not like it looks bad per se. You can't really see it now because of that. Alright. So then there was this guy. And it'd be you then? Yeah, because I essentially skipped those two. Now, issue. Yeah, I'll have to deal with that pattern again later. Let's just see if I like where the color even is. Waste. Yeah. I can undo it and figure it out. Waste. Import. Okay. So then I think I want this layer. Let's try this. Here. Save. Import. It is so bright. Is it because of the stuff on it? Is it you? Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Maybe. That? Maybe. I think I need that brown, right? Like that brown might have to be like the unifying color. It honestly might. I'm so sorry, brown. You might genuinely have to be the unifying color. I don't know if it's gonna look good at all. That does calm it down. So what is that doing then? Hold on. Are you just there? You are just there. You're not overlaying at all. It changes it dramatically. So it's just normal? Yeah, it's just normal. Should I just have you normal then? Is that here? Yeah, you're normal too. Alright. Ooh, wrong one. Ah, that's why. It was normal, it just wasn't full. Okay. Do I like it? Kinda? Alright. So the persimmon would have to go here then. Alright, let me fix. I have to see how I feel about this later. So this guy, we got a little wonk. As you can see, for some reason, I did things differently. So what I want to do then is, who's here? Oh, that was the original? And I brought it in so I could do the shading. Shading should have just been its own layer, to be honest. Alright, so we did decide it's going to be that. And now that I have this here, let's just... Ooh, my hand's not... Okay. And we'll just airbrush some shading. I think I want to make this a little bigger. Upon my cat, she's being... Somehow she always has the timing of when I get to work on something. She decides that's when she needs my attention. But she never wants to, like, interact with me under any other... Maybe it's because I start talking and she just wants to be a part of what's going on. Or she wants me to talk to her? I'm not sure. Because she's eaten. So I can't 100% say for sure. Alright. Bring that under there. And that's that. Okay. So we will have on a different layer, and I guess it's normal, in this random brown. Technically it works because brown can be a pretty neutral color. And this brown does have, it leans more red. So, it's all good. So I need to go in and pattern, nope, pattern. And the pattern I used was this one. And I need to invert it, right? Yes. Alright. And we're just gonna lock it. Oh no, I'm on the wrong brush. Whoopsie-doo. Is that still... Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to this. Turn that off. Let me go in here. Get this situated. And that. Alright. Now we good. Yes. I don't know why I didn't put this on the paint bucket. Hold on. Can I just paint bucket that in? No. That's why I didn't put on the paint bucket. It's alright. Sorry. I did not switch back from the paint bucket. So I'm just gonna have to make sure it's all in here without too much in the way of gaps. And hopefully this works out. For some reason, as of late, I've been having a lot of trouble just figuring out anything when it comes to designing them. I guess a part of my brain wasn't thinking I would do this part quite like this. So it just kept changing. Okay. And now I'm trying to make this kind of sort of work. Import. Waste. Alright. I mean, I like it more than I have been. So, like I said, I goofed and It's actually really lucky that the original gold I kind of chose from this, at first glance, goes pretty close to that. I don't think you'll really see it much. But somehow I goofed and I missed our little wings here, which apparently we're going to export. We'll call it a cape. Alright. I gotta look up a knot because I just like drew that in haste just to have drawn it. So I'm gonna open the cape. Where am I? Oh, does that need to be there? What's that section? Oh, it's right on the shoulders. It's a part of that. Okay. Noted. So let's fix this knot. I'm getting so upset. Honey. I can't right now. Whatever it is you want, I cannot right now. And I'm sorry. Well, you can't. I'm gonna have to look up a knot. Can I just... What do I have open? I don't need this open right now. If I just type in knot, what pops up? What kind of knot? I should have just looked up a regular knot. I don't even know. I guess like I should have looked up like because in my head it's like a what's that? Is it a bow tie? Other than a what? It's making me think more so shoelace, how like that looks. That's how I imagine this being tied. So I guess like shoelace, not. Oh my goodness! I meant shoelace. Somehow I got my letters. Well, I pressed W instead of E somehow. I just want an image, but of course it's gonna show me a bunch of fancy ways to make a knot. Like I just need a regular fucking knot. Am I gonna have to find? I'm gonna have to get my own shoe. I don't feel like it. Where's my shoe? This one? Are they double knotted? I did double knot them. I also double knot you. It's a little messy. What about you? Now that's a decorative knot on my shoe. I wonder if I can actually... No, that's actually glued like that. Oh, wait, hold on. This one I haven't messed with. I have a new pair of shoes. I haven't messed with it yet. So let's just see what it looks like. Really? Is it? Hold on. Is this decorative? Holy shit, the lace on this is decorative. I didn't even notice that when I got it. So they have like a bow, but it like has a thing wrapped around it. So it looks... I honestly just didn't notice that. Oh, okay. So what? Are these even real? I guess. I think you could undo it if you really wanted to. We get to cut. Anyway, that's just not what I was getting my face. God damn it. This should not be as difficult as it is. I just want, like just a regular bow. Why is this so hard? Because I'm looking at things, I can tell they're fancy done bows. I'm gonna have to undo one of my own shoes. Are you gonna make me undo one of my own shoes and tie it again so I can see a regular fucking bow? Because mine are double knotted right now. So, and that's not the look I want. You're gonna make me and I'm mad about it. Is this regular? Is this normal? Uh-huh. Oh, it just... Why? Why was that unmuted? I need, like... Maybe I will just... I don't know. Brains mush. I hate this. Is that just a really nice basic? I guess. Because in my head, I know you kind of see two sections to it. Like you can see where they catch. And that is so fucking blurry. Why is this so fucking blurry? Just let me see the knot. I'm mad because is this it? Sure. Is that what I'm gonna use as a reference? Because everything else wants to be so flip-flap and difficult. This is ridiculous. This is the stupid shit that I end up doing because my brain can't see it clearly. Alright, but we're back over here now. And we're just gonna do a quick sketch with like black, I guess. If we're using this as a base, then one side is up like this, and one side is down. Probably needs to be a bit more, so we kind of match the size of it. This kind of goes smoothly into each other. So maybe not that. Something more like this. The bottom goes kind of flat too. Alright. Okay. So then one lace comes out, and this lace, I'm gonna make it fall, because in my head, maybe it's a little heavier, it is bigger. So hopefully, something a bit more like that. And then the other side, because out of here, comes the loop, and the top part's pretty much like up here. Again, I am trying to make it full, just so it feels like it's made out of something a little bit like more floppier. I might have brought that in a little. Is that what I want when it comes to... I guess it should come out from that a little bit more. Should I just connect it like that? It may not be the most accurate, but it's better than what I initially had. So on the other side, technically this is that. Seems like, yeah. That is that. So I think I'll have it fall a bit more. So something... Not too... Maybe it's okay like that. Just bring this in a bit more. So it does seem like this side should be maybe the longer side. And then the one over here, which is behind us, seems to be a bit shorter. All right. I think we can live with that. Maybe, hopefully. So we were gonna try this to be the persimmon color, right? So I think I'm gonna do... Oop, my hands. Is... follow this around. I guess I should just do that. I was going to trace that with whatever the like shade color is gonna be, but I think for now I'll just outline everything. All right. And then, how do I want to go about this? Boop. That seems so messy. Alright, let me make this wider. Alright, Is that too big? No, I guess not. Not for now. Do-do-do-do. Okay. Okay. Let's shape that up a little differently on the bottom, like that. Alright. Let me figure out what the shade color is. Do you think it would be like more red and darker? Ooh, wiggly hand. Hopefully this looks alright once it's done. Had to fix the shape a bit, but I think we'll get there. And then this gap was also one. Something, I gotta mess with the stability because it does get a little weird. I feel like it used to not have that problem. So I don't know. I've had this tablet for some time. So unfortunately it might just be time to get a new one. I hate to say it. Actually, it should be more like this. Alright. Should be something like... Okay. I'm gonna try to blend a little. Smaller. Like up around here. This doesn't really need it, but I'll draw back over in a moment. Okay. Might need the orange. Oh, that's too big. Alright. Maybe like that. Fix that up. Also not a big fan of that shape. Alright. Something more like that. Okay. Let's see. I'll have to see what that looks like on. I don't know if I'm happy with it. Because I'm at a weird point where it's like, do I want something that it's kind of going to be more realistic? Or do I just want something that looks good? That's kind of where I am. I'm going to erase this part because we've essentially just redrawn it. And I'm going to lock this. Make sure I have it. I want to make sure I clean off just in case I need to do something else. There's no confusion. So unlock that. Oopsie. All right. Let's get rid of this. What am I hearing? I think okay, I don't think it's anything here. What am I hearing? Alright, it stopped. Alright, we had some stormy weather today, so I've been a little paranoid, but it's completely stopped raining. The winds died down, and at first I thought I was hearing sirens, but we're just close enough to the road that I'm probably hearing like one of the transfer trucks. I'm probably hearing one of the transfer trucks stopping at the light. Because sometimes how they stop and for how long they're like coming up on the light, it's a little creepy, I'm not gonna lie. And it does make me a smidge worried. Alright. Alright. And we're just gonna see what this looks like before I go any further. We're just gonna get the color on him. Okay. What I want to do real quick is a save as a critter file. And then I'll do save as. I always forget when I'm doing PNGs. When it pops this up, it gives you this option down here to save it as a critter file. And I need to start using that more, and it'll make it quicker. Alright, we're gonna import and get an idea of what this looks like. Yeah, having that be the color works out way better. I just gotta put a matching brown on it and we'll be fine. So, did I ever reuse? Somehow I did not reuse a pattern. So, we're gonna realize I have a hole there. Let's see. Make this a little smaller. Fill in my holes. Alright. Wonder how I got those. I don't think it's exactly even is the thing. First glance, I guess it's fine. I don't want to do too much editing. Oopsie. Especially off the body like this. But get that in there. And did you have any holes? Looks like something weird there. It's probably how that is such a noticeable bump. Probably has something to do with how it flows on the body. It needs to be shaped that way. Alright. Second. Okay. And there was something down here. Honey. I don't want to wrap it up until I'm done fixing him. And then I need to pay attention to this cat. Okay. Alright, so I think what I want, we're gonna lock this. I'm gonna switch over to this. And first thing first, we're gonna put some shading around the edge. And I gotta figure out the pattern, which I guess that would be here. But I might eat something and go to bed a little early. What time is it? It's a little after 10. So that's not too early, really. Okay. I gotta push that back some. Okay. Alright, yeah, I want to see an update with the shading on. I think once. Okay. I know the wings should technically be white, but I wanted to. I do like the, like, this bright ass green, not green, but orange, and I didn't want to use it. So it's being used. So let's get a pattern on it. And then I'll look at this all tomorrow and see how I feel. Boop. So, come back over here. Go ahead and choose the brown. And I can't guarantee I won't choose the same one. I know we used that one. That one. You. What is a good... I need to find more, because I feel like I used to have more patterns, and they all didn't make it over when I started using this computer. Like, somehow I just lost them. Does it look inverted? I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. Because that already inverted. So what's this? Oh. I think that one will be cute. Alright, I don't want it mirrored, so we're going to take that off. We're going to see what we get. But I do feel like I have more pattern somewhere. And it just didn't make it over. So I have to figure that out. Alright. Let's see how I feel about this. Import. Alright. I swear, on everything, the brown always looks a little different. Like, all these are the same browns, but because it's on top of different colors, it's like, really? I'm not mad. It's just something that really stands out to me. Now, the question is, do I do something about this? Or do I just leave it be? Chances are you won't really see the back. And I suppose if you really do, and it becomes a problem, I can edit it. But looking at it now, I mean, I guess it's an easy enough fix if I just want to go ahead and do it. Yeah? Alright, let's see. So, essentially we're fixing my poor cat. Yeah, I shouldn't be relying on that. Let's just turn that off so it's a solid brush for me now. And I'll just let that come to a point. This, and I can get rid of that. Let's let this come to a point. How is that looking on him? This looks like it's trying, but it's not connecting right. So what we could try to do... Oh, that cuts off so bad. What? Oopsie, sorry. That's that, right? Yeah. You don't see nearly enough of that. All right. Let's see. If I keep that... Oh my goodness, please. Well, no, you don't see it. Hello? That's a little cut off. So what if I go ahead... Let's see how that looks. And then... I'll just go ahead and try to make it look nice. So what's going on over here? Should I just get rid of it all? Because that's fine. I think I erased that just now. Yeah, I did. Sure, I'll keep it simple. And we'll just get everything that's on the edge off the edge. We're not gonna stress over it. Yeah, we'll see if we can save that little guy. Alright. We'll see what this looks like. Alrighty. Alrighty. Do-do-do-do. Oh. She got over there so fast. Okay. I wanted to see if that met, but it kind of doesn't. Do I want to keep it? So here's the thing. At first glance, no other flower is floating like they are. So if I keep that, I mean, we kind of have it on the front, but it's, you can tell it's kind of hard. This is a lot more hard to like see. This is a lot more obvious. So I could, seeing how this is at like an angle, can I do that? So that's what's popping through. It's this one, correct? Do you want to see if I can make it connect? Can I make it connect? It's like, no, it may not be the perfect angle, but let's see. No, I'm just curious if I can. Oh no, that's export. Import. Oh, that works for me. It's like a little off, but it's not the end of the world at all. So that looks like it's coming off of that. I don't think I want to connect those two. I think we can leave it like this. That is this one floating. So maybe I give it a little, just because my brain notices it now and I don't know how to feel. There's this little point here, like it was supposed to have a twig. I don't know. It doesn't really have to touch. It just needs to give the illusion, I guess, that it's, because none of them really touch. Alright. One more import. Alright. And the chances of you seeing it from the back, let alone the waist down, are really slim. But this is Vieno. And he's technically, like I said, I think I'm gonna give him the antennas. So I said it at the beginning when you first saw him. He is inspired by like garden statues, which have like overgrown with moss and stuff. His skin is actually sampled from a couple. What was that? Look, a flicker of light went by the window. His skin, along with his hair, was sampled from mossy statues and the like. You know, not the like, just mossy statues. And I think I need a shadow under that. If I put a shadow on this layer, does that show? Let me test something. Let me lower the opacity. No, it pops up solid. Ew. So it would have to go on this layer. Here, I'm gonna put this here. It doesn't actually have any shade work on it, to be honest. It's fine. What we'll do is get this green, make it darker, maybe like this way. Turn this down. Just put it where it needs to go. And I might just do it on the front, I don't know. I guess I should do it on the back. Okay. Well, how much on the back? I guess just continuing here. And at least down here, till it feels like it more or less. I'm so glad I did that on a different layer. So it more or less, I guess, falls away from the body. It's about right there. Right here. Don't think. Maybe like up in here a little. Alright. And then does it have to probably like 70? Alright, it's faint, but it's there. Okay. So as I was saying, he was inspired by mossy statues. But I also, like I said, his cape was inspired by white flies are supposed to be good for the garden. I don't remember exactly what all they do. I just remember reading they're like helpful for the garden. So originally I thought this was going to be white. And he would have like antennas sticking off of his hat. Which we can still do. I wish these didn't come out so blurry. I'm debating if I want to keep them. The reason they came out so blurry is because the band on the hat is like, it was kind of, it just stretches it out and it doesn't make it look good. Because the band on the, when I was drawing it on the hat, it's just a small area. So it just gets pixelated and then it gets stretched out. There's probably something I'm missing where I could fix that. But alas. Maybe another day. But for now, I'm thinking 2 little antennas off his hat. Maybe not straight up antennas. Maybe I'd probably have to go to hair, right? If we go into hair, edit hairstyle. Let's add a free group. Actually, maybe not. Can I do that? What is... Oh, maybe I don't want to change that. I was thinking about taking these and just changing them. Because they're already there and you don't really see them because of the hat. That seems a bit much though. Can I, if I moved it? But I had to do so much work with it to get it looking right. I suppose it's possible. Alright, and then there's that one. Maybe what we could do... Can I rotate you? Okay. Let's see. These were gonna guide me, but I do think what we're gonna ultimately do is just draw new ones and delete those. Alright. And then we'll have to make a new material. But I think something like... Because that's pretty straight, I think. I'm gonna look at one of them, because I saved a couple for reference. Yeah, they actually kind of stick out to the side, don't they? At least that one's does. What about this picture? They stick kind of straight out. So oopsie. So do I want like this fancy idea? Or do I want like cute ones that just sort of stick out? I think we could try just cute ones that stick out, I guess. Oh, to get the color right, this will probably have to be moved, but for right now. Okay, hold on. Undo this. I'm gonna delete it, right? I'm gonna take this. We're going to duplicate. I'm going to flip. We can get rid of the U, the little one. We are kind of floating. So I should at least make sure they're like coming out of the hat. Does that help? Yeah, it's a bit more. So we'll just move it straight down. I might, okay, just to make sure it's even, because I want it to look even, gonna delete that, and we'll duplicate and flip again. There we are. So they're gonna be a little stylized, obviously. And we're gonna have a new material, and we will move both of them to that new material. And then we will go to the new material. Hide that. Now, looking at them, I think they're just white, the little antennas. This one, though, looks a little yellow. So maybe what we could try to do is take... It's a little hard to do that. Hold on. Yeah. This will be a cleaner take. If I take yellow from here, and I think, because on one of them, like I said, it's just hard for me to tell. One of them, it does look like it's the yellow of the bodies. But on another one, but on like another group, it really does just look white. So what I'd like to try, it is upside down. How is it up? What? Oh, no. That makes sense. That makes sense. It makes sense. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna make it kind of white, but maybe not really. And then at the very ends, very end, so I have it pretty much white instead. And then we'll take the blur. Alright, and I do want to change the shape a bit so it's not so pointy. And of course, I'm probably gonna have to delete, and it's fine. It's fine. It's not like it's the hardest thing in the world to do. Do we want it wider? I don't think I need it wider. Actually, it could be a bit thinner. It doesn't have to be wide at all. What I need though is to take this. So the end is a bit more round, which I do prefer a bit more. It does look like slightly hornish because of that curve and not very antennae. So maybe I bring you out this way a bit. See if I get a better look. It might just be because of that. Like, what I think I might have to do then, if I bring this up, like maybe about right here, and then mess with the position. Oh, nope. Undo that. It's the Y. Oh no. That's not what I wanted at all. That's not what I thought that would do at all. Mmm. Oh, what? Okay, they're not moving the way I thought they would, is the problem. So I could maneuver it myself this way. It wasn't quite what I was hoping for, but it's a stop. Because getting it off that curve up there is more likely going to give me the shape I want. Okay. I know, again, I'm making a curve there. We'll fix it. I'll fix it. So from the front... Yeah, I didn't want it really coming out of the hat. I kind of want it to be like, is it a part of his head? Is it a part of the hat? So it can't come through. How's that? Okay. And like I said, we'll just delete this and do the same thing. And I think I'm pretty happy with that. It's not perfect, which doesn't really hurt my feelings. Alright. It's a bit... what don't I like? I think I want it forward. Like I want it sticking up at an angle. Fuck. Alright. Can I rotate to get what I want? And then I'll have to move it back into about the same spot. Does that give me what I want? A little? Not really. Okay. Okay. Push it back some. That's a bit more what I want. There's something about it coming straight up. I don't know. It was coming... I kind of like it being at it. I guess it... I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But I like it being here more so than there. So, yes. I have to do the same. Duplicate. Flip again. Alright. And better now. Are you peeking through a little? Is it just that side? Alright, that's fine. We can just scooch this up a tad. Alright. So officially, no. I don't know if he has antennas or if it's just a part of his hat. He might. But I don't know. Just like a little random thing he has going on there. So I'm going to look at this again tomorrow and see if I still like him. And if I do, we'll move forward. I thought I'd give him more moss, but I wasn't really sure how to implement it. And when I say that, I mean, is it just going to be drawn on him? Or should it be like hair, like use the hair tool? And even then, sometimes it just doesn't look good. So I'm going to see how I feel about him tomorrow. We'll overwrite. And if it needs to save it new, it will. There we go. So where it is now, I'm not mad. It's a little more coherent color-wise, I say that. Well, no, it was, I guess it was sort of coherent beforehand, but not really. I don't even remember what it looks like beforehand, the colors I had. The shirt was a similar green, I remember that, but nothing else worked. Which is why I had saved color palettes in the first place. Because as of late, I think because it's just been a while since I've really made characters myself from scratch. I think because of that, I just struggle to see them in my head and figure them out. Whew, needed that. So that's Vieno. He is, I guess, over the first main area. I was thinking about it. I think it's okay to show you the guys. There's no secret fifth lover, right? And all the guys, if you wanted to, you can, if everything works out right, you can go to any area first. It does eventually become like an order you have to go in, but you can check out each place in any order, because the first initial section for each of the 4 main areas that the guys are in, they're opened. So you could go in and see the guys. And then, because the I guess the gameplay loop, for lack of a better term, is you go into an area, you do the thing there, you get an item, you use that item to progress in another person's area. So you have to go through everyone's area in a certain order, because certain items are connected to, like, it doesn't really say it in game per se, but how I ended up setting it up, right? You do a thing, you get a reward, and you use that reward to progress in someone else's area. It's just how I had planned on, like, programming all of that. It's gonna put you in the same order every time. The only other thing I can think of, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I want to do it. Oh, what did you do? I had a noise, but I don't know what you did. No. I don't know what she wants. I think she just wants attention, I think. But I'm gonna wrap it up because he's pretty much fixed for the time being. But I could theoretically, but I don't think it will work, because certain items do belong to certain locks, if you will. And so I can't really change up the order that, like, oh, whatever you get, you can just use it to unlock whatever. But I could see doing something like that in a future idea to give a bit more leeway. But right now, it's a bit of a linear storytelling. Because how do I word this? The plan, I guess? The vision was to take you on a journey, and not necessarily heavy exploration. I feel like that more freedom, unlock whatever, would go better with something for heavy exploration. And I do have an idea that I want to make that would be that. So I will take that idea and we'll shove it over there into that. That's gonna absolutely fucking destroy me, I swear. Because with that idea, I'm not getting into it right now, but with that idea, it has to have images. It just has to. And I think that's my weakness right now, until I get back into the flow of really doing art like this. Like, writing for me never wholly stopped, but actually making art did. Like, writing's a form of art. So when I'm thinking visual imagery kind of art, like I used to draw. Like, I would have been able to draw this years ago, but I stopped because life was happening and other stuff and whatnot and do that. And it was one of those things that got left behind for a really long time. So the skill weakened tremendously. And that is something that one of these days it would be nice to work on. But at the same time, I kind of like making my characters this way now. So maybe this is just the progression for me. But for right now, I like him. We'll leave it. We'll leave him like this. I'll see how I feel about him in the morning. And hopefully I don't see something that I absolutely hate that I would have to change. Because I do want to move on to the next person starting tomorrow, which is why I stayed up a little later to fix him today. The next person, so this was Vieno. He's in our first area. The first area is called Sheltered Soils. Our next area is Dangling Daydream. It should be, yeah? Yeah. And that's with Loon. Do I have any... I gotta see. I'm closing some things I opened up. I'm hoping I'm happy. I'm hoping I am happy with Vieno, and when I see him, it will be good. How am I gonna do Loon? I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research, I guess, before I go to sleep. Is that his color palette? Or is that... Can I use that as a color? I mean, I could. I don't hate it. Ooh, pardon. Yeah, I don't hate it. Alright, that'll be his color palette. Is that his hair? I know Loon, for whatever reason, is a redhead. Like, I imagine him and he has, like, wild red hair. He just does. So he would have that and that. And I think instead of straight up mimicking that, I'd work that pattern into his clothing. I'll talk more about him. I think I'll be able to record tomorrow too. It'll just be a little later during the day. So I think right now I'm gonna stay up and try to get a better idea of his outfit. There's like miscellaneous stuff saved in his Pinterest photo. It's not a photo, it's a board. That's the terminology. But I don't really have anything definite. Like, Vieno was supposed to be like garden farmer energy because Sheltered Soils is that. So when I found something for him, I was like, yeah, that works. Loon? I can't really... Because Loon's area... The Dangling Daydreams isn't that. It's not like when I think of garden or soils, I think farmer, gardener, you know, and they kind of have a look. So Vieno here was easy. But Loons, I guess maybe it should be something urban, but that feels so disconnected. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to. It's weird called Dreamcore. It doesn't have to match. I guess as long as he matches his area, it's not the end of the world. And the overall style is the same. But yeah, okay. So, I think we'll wrap it up. You've met Vieno, who's inspired by overgrown, mossy statues and white flies that live in the gardens. And I think way down the line, if I ever touch this project again and revamp anything, it will probably be the character designs. I would think a few projects from now, I will have gotten better at designing them. And I'm going to look back on this and have like a brilliant idea for all the guys, right? That's my thought process. That's what I'm choosing to believe is going to happen. I have to get better at it. It's just a side effect of doing the thing, right? So let me wrap it up here. Let me do more, I guess, research. I don't know. Falloon. And I meant to have music playing in the background, and I did not. I don't even know what the mic sounds like. It might have been hot trash this whole time. Oh well, good luck, everybody else. Until then, I guess.